Hello and welcome. My name is Natalie Schlute, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking all about the law of attraction. I'm going to be giving you some exact scripts and words directly from the book, The Law of Attraction, written by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And if you don't know who they are already, you are in for a really exciting adventure. Esther Hicks, she is a channeler, and she channels the collective consciousness called Abraham. Abraham has been speaking through her for decades and decades. These teachings are so extremely powerful. These laws apply to everything in the universe, everything in existence, and they're even stronger than the law of gravity. So it's really important that you know and understand what the law of attraction is, and we're going to go over all the basics today. In this episode, I'm going to be teaching you what the law of attraction is, how you can use the law of attraction to draw in anything you desire in your life. You're going to learn why you might be attracting things in your life that you don't actually want to have in your life, and we'll go over how you can troubleshoot that. And I'm also going to be teaching you how to be a bigger magnet, a larger magnification system to increase your powers to attract more of what you want into your life every single day. It's going to be very practical, very step-by-step, and we're going to be taking all of the teachings right out of the book. And if you love everything that has to do with the law of attraction, be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell so that you get notified every time I have a new episode for you. First up is the definition of the law of attraction. That which is like unto itself is drawn. Nothing exists that is unaffected by this powerful law. What this law is referring to is the fact that everything in existence is made of energy. Your body, everything in your 3D environment, and even things that you don't see are actually all vibration. And when you are an energetic match, a vibrational match, a frequency match to what you want to attract into your life, that is when it will come into your existence. That is when it will come into your 3D reality. Simply wanting or desiring something in your life does not mean it is going to automatically show up for you. And I'm sure you already realized that part. But in order to draw it in, you must be an energetic match. It's like two magnets that will always find their way to each other. There's a great example that Esther Hicks uses quite often where when you get into your car and you want to hear a certain radio station, what you do is you actually change the dial. You change the dial so that you are lined up with the exact frequency that connects to that radio wave. And that is when your favorite station actually shows up for you. If you don't go and turn the dial on your car radio, there's no way that that radio station is ever going to show up. You actually have to press the power button. You have to dial and get into the exact same frequency so that you're able to make that connection. It's the same thing with everything that you want to manifest into your life. So how do we actually get into the same vibration and frequency of something that we desire? Here's how you do it. When you see something you would like to experience and you say, yes, I would like to have that, through your attention to it, you invite it into your experience. However, when you see something that you do not want to experience and you shout, no, I don't want that, through your attention to it, you invite that into your experience. Basically, everything that you focus your attention on is what you get more of in your life. In the essence of it, you draw things into your life based off of what you choose to focus your mind on, what you choose to focus your thoughts on. When you focus your thoughts on being joyful and happy, you actually create more joy and happiness in your life. When you're focusing on all the things that you don't want to have in your life and you're complaining a lot, you're actually drawing more of that into your life as well. The law of attraction works by putting your attention and focus on what it is you want. You get the essence of what you are thinking about, whether it is something you want or something you do not want. So how do we know what we're focusing on all the time? Well, being conscious and aware of your own thoughts is the first step. Just noticing your own thoughts. But that's a really big thing to focus on because we actually have anywhere between 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day, which means you're thinking more than one thought a second on average. If you're awake 16 hours a day, and that can be very overwhelming. We can't monitor every single thought that we have. But what Abraham says we can do is focus on our emotional guidance system. Your emotions are your physical indication of your relationship with your inner being. Rather than trying to monitor your thoughts, we encourage you to simply pay attention to how you are feeling. The way this emotional guidance system works is that our physical body is just one very small part of who we are. It is the physical body we were given to be in this particular life at this particular time in history. But the larger part of you, your soul, the essence of your being, is so much grander than just your physical body. And your larger soul has had many lifetimes. It is connected energetically to everything in the universe. That larger part of you can be called your soul. A lot of people love using the term higher self. That's one of my favorites. And in the teachings of Abraham Hicks, they talk about the inner self, which is basically the same term as all of these other terms. You can use them interchangeably depending on which terminology you prefer. And what's happening with your emotional guidance system is that the moment you decide that you want to manifest something, you want to manifest more financial abundance, you want to manifest that dream relationship, that perfect mate that you have in mind, you want to manifest more joy, more happiness, better health, wealth, anything that you desire, at that moment, your inner self, your higher self, your soul already becomes a vibrational match to it. Your soul knows the exact vibration to create in order for you to draw that in order for you to manifest it effortlessly in your life, which basically means that you've already manifested everything that you desire. On an energetic level, your higher self, your inner self, your soul is already there. And what your emotional guidance system is letting you know is that your inner self, your higher self, your soul is already a vibrational match to what you want to manifest in your life. But your human self, your mindset, your thought, your current vibration and way of being is or isn't a match to it. And so if you have negative thoughts, negative emotions, it's because the thoughts that you are thinking as a human do not match up with the vibration and the thoughts of that person, that essence, that being that has already manifested it. If you're feeling great, if you're in a wonderful state of mind and everything is great and positive, you are then becoming a vibrational match. It means that you are lined up with who your higher self wants you to be and already is. This is a great gift that we all have. This means that your intuition, your emotions are always telling you if you're on track or off track, if you are a vibrational match to everything you want to manifest, or if you are not a vibrational match in that moment to what you want to manifest into your life. In order for things to change, you have to see them as you want them to be, rather than continuing to observe them as they are. The majority of the thoughts that you probably think about are the things that you are observing, which means that what is dominates your focus, attention, vibration, and therefore your point of attraction. That is further compounded as those around you also observe you. In order to affect true positive change in your experience, you must disregard how things are, as well as how others are seeing you, and give more of your attention to the way you prefer things to be. By deliberately directing your thoughts rather than merely observing what is happening around you, you will begin to change the vibrational pattern to which the law of attraction is responding. This is an extremely common pattern that I see with who I used to be, and I still catch myself doing this every once in a while, but I see it a lot with my clients, and I see it a lot with people in general. It's so easy to focus on what's going on in your current life, to look at where you are financially, to look at your relationship, to look at the fact that you're not feeling 100% happy all the time, you're not feeling healthy, you're not feeling wealthy, you're not feeling loved, you're not feeling and experiencing the things in your life that you currently want to experience. So what we tend to do is we focus on the things that are currently happening in our life, and it means that we end up creating an attraction of similar things. That's why we feel like things don't change very fast, because we're focusing on what is, which is giving us and attracting more of what is. The shift happens when you start to focus on what you want to create. You shift your imagination to believing and seeing and feeling the things that you want to create in your life. You choose to feel joy every day. You choose to experience more happiness. You choose to take better care of yourself, which therefore means you are going to attract people that take better care of you and treat you better. If you really want to attract the perfect mate in the perfect relationship, it needs to come from how you treat yourself, how you show up for yourself every day. This is the basic yet very powerful way of shifting your life in order to attract more of what you want. The thoughts that are thought in combination with the feeling of strong emotion are the most powerful. Spend 10 or 15 minutes every day deliberately setting forth powerful thoughts that evoke great, powerful, passionate, positive emotions in order to attract circumstances and events into your life experience that you are wanting. The stronger your emotions are, the more you will attract more of that. It is important that before and during the process of focusing your attention on the things that you want, that you are in a positive emotional state. You are feeling a sense of joy, a sense of hopefulness, a sense of belief, a sense of faith, a sense of happiness, bliss. Find a way, make it your number one priority to feel good first. Because when you feel good, you will automatically attract wonderful things into your life. And also keep in mind that there is a scale of emotions. If you are in a space where you have been focusing so much for days, weeks, months, and maybe many, many years on the things that you do not want, on the things in your reality that you are not enjoying, that don't make you happy, you may be in a very low vibration. And that's okay. Wherever you are, it's totally fine. Just keep in mind that it's really difficult to go from being in a low vibration, from being, having lack of hope, feeling like there's nothing left, experiencing depression, anger, rage. If you're in that state, the best way to get yourself to really mastering the law of attraction is to slowly and incrementally find something that makes you feel just a little bit better. If you can feel a little bit better every single day, if you can choose every 10 minutes, every hour, every day to focus on something that makes you feel just a little bit lighter, just a little more relief, then you will eventually, within a few days and a few weeks, and maybe even a few months, depending on who you are and where you're at, you will be able to shift your vibration enough to reach any goal that you want, to draw in anything that you desire. It is possible for you. These shifts can happen very, very quickly. If we've built up a lot of momentum, it may take us a little bit longer to slow down the momentum of the negative energy that we've been holding on to, the resentment, and focusing our attention on all the things that we don't desire. But when you do shift your attention, and it's just a practice that you add in every single day, notice your emotions, notice your thoughts, and shift them to something slightly better, something that feels a little bit lighter. Or maybe make that quantum leap and choose to completely change the way you think and feel every single day. When you make that your first priority, you will master the law of attraction so much faster. Remember, that which you really, really want, you get. And that which you really, really don't want, you get. You have the power to choose where you focus your attention, where you focus your thoughts, your energy, your way of being. Be mindful of what you are choosing. Be mindful of what you are focusing on, because you are the co-creator of your own reality. Let me know in the comments below if this video helped you, or if you have any other questions about Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction. My goal is to create a lot more of these videos that are straight out of the book and teachings of Esther Hicks, or Abraham, the collective consciousness, because I absolutely love this topic, and I think more people need to understand and master this. If we can get more people on track with being intentional about what they're manifesting, we can create amazing, beautiful things on this planet. And it all starts with you. It starts with how you choose to show up every single day. In the next episode, I'll be teaching you how to write a new life story using the law of deliberate creation, another teaching from Abraham Hicks. So be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell so that you get notified when that video is released. If you love this episode, check out these videos over here. I think you will also really enjoy them. Thank you so much for showing up today. I hope you've learned a lot. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with in your life. I am here for you, and have a wonderful time manifesting your dream life.